Hi, I'm Kelly Mashbitz, certified image consultant and beauty expert. And today I'm going to tell you how to apply makeup perfectly. And it actually all starts with the steps before you start applying the makeup. First thing you want to do is make sure that you've exfoliated your skin and that you've cleansed it well so you don't have any oil or debris left behind. Your makeup's going to go on much more smoothly that way. And then you're going to prep the skin with a little moisturizer. We've already done that. And then put on a layer of foundation primer. That really helps the foundation to go on smoothly so it won't settle in the fine lines and large pores. And it also helps your makeup last longer. So we went ahead and did that step already. And then of course the next step you want to do is find the right shade of foundation for you. It's so much easier to get that flawless look if you found the right color for you. So we've tested Danielle's skin and I know this is her shade. So what I like to do is apply it with a sponge. Now at home I would actually use my fingertips because I find that you get a much more even application that way, no streaking. But here when I'm working with a client I'm going to go ahead and apply it with a sponge, and I like to start by putting just a little bit on the forehead, nose, and chin. That way I don't have too much in one area. And then I'm going to go ahead and start spreading it out in a down and outward motion, covering the whole face. Make sure that you get a nice even application. And sometimes I'll even wet my sponge first, and that way it won't absorb all of the product that I've applied to it and help the foundation go on a little bit smoother as well. So once we get that all evenly applied, I'm going to come back and look at the concealer. And I know a lot of makeup artists say do your concealer first. And I would say if you're doing a very heavy concealer or you're doing a colored or tinted concealer like a green or a lavender, I might apply that first and then put the foundation over the top. But in most cases, for most women I work with, it's much easier to apply the concealer afterwards because then you're not moving it around. And then the next step would be applying your concealer. And I like to use a creamy concealer. Again, I'm applying it over the top of the foundation. And I'm going to use a brush to do that. So look up to the ceiling for me. And I'm just applying it where she needs that. A little bit darkness under the eye and in the corner. Get as close to the lash line as you can. And then you're going to go ahead and bring the product down onto the cheek area. And you're blending it in with that liquid foundation you just applied. And then I'm going to go back with my sponge and just gently pick up any excess. I'm going to do the other side. Applying it under the eye and in this crease where we all tend to be very dark. Blending it out with the brush. And it's easier to use a brush with the concealer than the fingers because you're not tugging at that delicate skin area. Whereas with the foundation, I would most likely use the fingers. Okay, and I'm just going to pick up any extra with my sponge and go ahead and use your sponge to smooth everything out. I'm going to put a little concealer right here where you need a little more coverage. And again, then use your sponge to blend out that concealer so you don't see any telltale lines. And if you want, you can set with powder. We're going to go with this natural dewy look. So there you have it. I'm Kelly Mashbitz, your certified image consultant and beauty expert, and that's how to apply makeup perfectly.